From translation, TLB the Living Bible this 178th day of the year. Today we are reading passages Psalms 74-77 Psalms chapter 74, verses 1 to 23. O God, why have you rejected us forever? Why is your anger so intense against the sheep of your own pasture? Remember that your people, whom you purchased and rescued of old, are now suffering because of all your enemies. Look at these broken down ruins. The enemy has wrecked the temple of the Lord. Your foes roar in triumph amidst your sanctuary, setting up their banners as emblems of victory. They swung their axes like woodsmen in a forest, hacking at the carved paneling with axes and hammers. They have burned your sanctuary and dishonored the place where you were worshipped. They said in their hearts, let's crush them once and for all. They burned every meeting place of God in the land. There are no more miracles, no more signs. We don't see any prophets now to tell us how long this will last. O God, how long will your enemies blaspheme you? Will they mock your name forever? Why do you hold back your hand? Why not destroy them? For God is my king from of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. You divided the sea by your strength, and broke the heads of the sea monsters in the waters. You crushed the heads of Leviathan, and let the desert animals eat him. You opened up springs and streams, you dried up the mighty rivers. The day is yours, and yours also the night. You established the moon and the sun. You set all the boundaries of the earth. You made both summer and winter. Remember how your enemy has mocked you, O Lord, how foolish people have blasphemed your name. Oh, don't deliver your timid dove to these wild beasts. Forget not the lives of your afflicted people forever. Have respect for your covenant, for haughty men have invaded the land where your afflicted ones live. Don't let the oppressed return ashamed. Let the poor and needy praise your name. Arise, O God, and plead your own cause. Remember how these fools mock you all day long. Don't listen to the uproar of these rebels, the growing hostility of those who hate you. Psalms chapter 75, verses 1 to 10. We thank you, O God. We thank you because your nearness brings us joy. We tell others of the wonderful things you do. For you say, when I decide the time is right, then I will judge fairly. Though the earth and all its nations quake, I will keep its foundations firm. Interlude, I said to the proud, don't boast so much, and to the wicked, don't think so highly of yourselves. Don't be so arrogant and proud, for the Lord is a God who knows what you are doing. He weighs your deeds, for promotion and power come from nowhere on earth, but only from God. He promotes one and deposes another. The Lord holds a cup in his hand, foaming and full of spice. He pours it out for all the wicked of the earth to drink until it is gone, the dregs of which they must drink to its very end. And as for me, I will always proclaim what God has done. I will sing praises to the God of Jacob, for the Lord says, I will cut off the strength of the wicked, but the power of the godly will be increased. Psalms chapter 76, verses 1 to 12. God is known in Judah. His name is great in Israel. His tabernacle is in Jerusalem, his home is on Mount Zion. There he shatters the bow's arrows, the shield, the sword, and the weapons of war. Interlude, glorious are you, more majestic than the everlasting mountains. The boldest of the heartless have been stripped of their spoil. They lie asleep, the valiant warriors unable to lift a hand. At your blast, O God of Jacob, both horse and chariot lie dead. You alone are to be feared. Who can stand before you when you are angry? From heaven you sentenced your enemies. The earth feared and was silent when God arose to judgment to save all the meek of the earth. Interlude, surely the wrath of man shall praise you. The remainder of wrath you will gird yourself with. Make vows to the Lord your God and perform them. Let all who are around him bring gifts to him who is to be feared, who cuts off the spirit of princes, who is terrible to the kings of the earth. Psalms chapter 77, verses 1 to 19. I cry out to God without holding back. Oh, that God would listen to me. When I was in deep trouble, I searched for the Lord. All night long I prayed, with hands lifted toward heaven, but my soul was not comforted. I think of God and moan, overwhelmed with longing for his help. Interlude, you don't let me sleep. I am too distressed even to pray. I think of the good old days, long since ended, when my nights were filled with joyful songs. I search my soul and think about the difference now. Has the Lord rejected me forever? Why won't he show me favor anymore? Have his promises vanished forever? Has God forgotten to be kind? Has he slammed the door on his compassion? Interlude, and I said, this is my fate. The Most High has turned his hand against me, but then I recall all you have done, O Lord. I remember your wonderful deeds of long ago. They are constantly in my thoughts. I cannot stop thinking about your mighty wonders. O God, your ways are holy. Is there any God as mighty as you? You are the God of great wonders and demonstrate your strength among the nations. With your own arm you have redeemed your people, the children of Jacob and Joseph. Interlude, when the Red Sea saw you, O God, its waters looked and trembled. The sea quaked to its very depths. The clouds poured down rain. The thunder resounded with lightning. Your arrows flashed back and forth. Your thunder roared like chariot wheels. The lightning lit up the world, the earth trembled and shook. Your road led through the sea, your pathway through the mighty waters, a pathway no one knew was there. You led your people along that road like a flock of sheep, with Moses and Aaron as their shepherds.